Be Wealthy and Smart, episode 546.
Step into a world of wealth and financial freedom without budgets, boredom, or bosses on Be Wealthy and Smart. And now, here's your host, Linda P. Jones.
Welcome to Be Wealthy and Smart. I'm Linda P. Jones, America's Wealth Mentor, empowering women and men worldwide to financial freedom. On today's show, we're going to talk about the key to success, and that is living well is the best revenge. And I like this article and this topic because, well, I've talked a lot about how I disagree with the frugalists and how I think that life is meant to be lived to the fullest. That doesn't mean that you have to spend a lot of money. It doesn't mean that you have to waste money. But it does mean that there are times when it's worth a splurge, or there are times when it's worth taking a nice trip, buying something nice, doing something nice for someone else, having great experiences. There's so many ways to enjoy life that I just feel really badly when I hear frugalists don't want to spend money. Everything is based on what is the cheapest answer. And I just don't agree with that. So I found this article on CNBC. It was written by Catherine Clifford. And it's called Self-Made Millionaire Shares Key Life Lesson. The best revenge is to live an amazing life. And that headline really caught my attention because I love the idea of living an amazing life. I think that is a life worth living. It's not about making money so important that you can't spend it on anything, or you can't experience anything, or you can't do anything with it. I've talked a lot about matching your priorities with how you want to spend your money. And I think that's a powerful way to live an amazing life because then you're really matching spending your money on the things that really matter to you. And a lot of times we just don't give it that much thought, or we get impulsive, or we fall for the latest sale, or we're just not that good at planning perhaps. But if you can do those little things that can make a big difference in your life. The other day I was seeing my dermatologist, and he is a very, very successful man, has multiple offices, and lives in a great neighborhood, and just got back from a fabulous trip overseas. And we were talking about restaurants, and I was telling him one of my favorite restaurants is called Valeries. It is in Palm Springs, and you get to sit outside under this tree canopy that is enormous and so beautiful. And they come and they fill your glass full of champagne and fill it and refill it. And you have an appetizer, a main course, and a dessert. And he said, "Oh my gosh, that sounds really expensive." And I said, "Well, for two people with a tip, a generous tip, it's probably about $125. And that's Sunday brunch, which I love to do for a special occasion, a celebration, holidays, things like that. And I love to bring friends there too. And, yes, it's expensive, but it's not outrageously expensive. I've certainly had meals much more than that. And I think actually for all the champagne they give you, it's quite a good deal. But anyway, I was just shocked because here he is, such a successful man, and he seemed to, have a limitation that he couldn't spend a certain amount on an incredible experience. And my friends that I take there, they always are so grateful and say, "Oh my gosh, this was such a beautiful experience. Thank you so much." To me, that is something I can't even pay for. I mean, it's beyond its worth in money. It's an experience. It's a memory. It is so pleasant and just fabulous that you just walk away from there having a great time and everything being fabulous and feeling like life is wonderful, and it's just a great feeling. So what is that worth to have a feeling like that? And yeah, it's not something I'm going to do every single night, but it is something that I am going to enjoy occasionally. And that's really my point, is just that you can have those times when you have things that bring you a lot of joy, that match your spending priorities, and that's what life's all about. So that's what really I was thinking about when I saw this headline, and I wanted to share this article with you. So here it is. It says, life is sometimes unfair, unreasonable, or unjust. But how you handle these situations is one of the things that separates successful people from the unsuccessful, says self-made multimillionaire and serial entrepreneur Scott Galloway. You will know failure. You will be treated unfairly at work. You will get fired. Your business will fail, Galloway tells CNBC Make It. Before the age of 40, I had businesses go bankrupt. I had a marriage fail, and I lost the only person to that moment I knew loved me, my mother. But for me, these were setbacks, not barriers, says Galloway, who sold his company L2 Inc. reportedly for over $130 million. It's easy to hold a grudge. It's easy to have a difficult time not getting over an injustice, says Galloway. But your ability to move on and not hold grudges and not hold anger inside, such that it starts to almost burn your veins like acid, is a key to being successful in life, Galloway says. Success is a function of your resilience over your failure. Be upset, that's natural, says Galloway, but then get up, dust your pants off, and move on, recognizing that failure is part of the arc of success. Things like exercise, spirituality, or something as simple as talking about what made you angry can help you move on, says Galloway. Indeed, despite his own setbacks, Galloway has gone on to massive success. Among other things, Galloway has founded multiple companies. L2, a subscription business intelligence firm that he sold in 2017, Red Envelope, an e-commerce firm which he took public and sold in March 2008, and Profit, a global brand strategy consultancy with more than 250 professionals. So instead of putting your energy into holding a grudge, focus on achieving what you want in life. Some of the best advice I've ever received was from an exceptionally successful individual who is the chairman of a large Fortune 500 company, Galloway says. That person said, Scott, the best revenge is to live an amazing life. So don't focus on what's wrong with your life. Focus on what you need to get to that point where you have a great life. That is the best revenge against the universe and anyone or any organization that has done you wrong. End of article. So I just loved that quote from the Fortune 500 chairman, which was, the best revenge is to live an amazing life. And I think living an amazing life is what it's all about. Again, it doesn't necessarily take a lot of money. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're squandering money. I hope that you're not squandering money. I try not to. But it's about being smart with your money, getting more for every dollar, but also putting your money where your priorities are. And I think that really makes a big difference. And using some of the other principles that we've talked about in the podcast, like keeping your cars longer, not moving very much, not getting divorced if you can help it, and all the suggestions I have to save tens of thousands of dollars. So there are ways to be smart with your money, and then there's times where you want to live an amazing life. So I just wanted to share that with you. I hope that it gets you thinking about what you value in your life that makes your life amazing. Are there special restaurants that make you feel amazingly special? Are there places that you travel or that you hike to or take a picnic at that make you feel amazing, that you love to be there? Are there places that you desire to travel to in the world that would make you feel amazing? Think about what it is that really floats your boat. What really makes you feel like you're living an amazing life. And like I said, it doesn't even have to cost money. It can be going to the park. It can be taking a cool hike. It can be riding a ferry boat. It can be riding over to Catalina Island. It can be taking a cruise. It can be going on a bike ride. There's so many things that you can do. But think about, where are the places you go and what are the things that you enjoy doing that really make you feel like you have an amazing life. Put some focus there. Think about those positives and try to include some in the next month and see how your life changes. See how you start to feel happier. See how you start to feel like you're not just working for work's sake, but you're actually getting some enjoyment back out of life, because that is so, so important. So I hope you liked that article. I really liked it. It was a good way to just think about some positive things, and remembering that no matter what kind of setbacks you have, you can always bounce back from them. And the best revenge is creating an amazing life. If you haven't yet subscribed to Be Wealthy and Smart, please hit the subscribe button and you'll be updated as soon as new podcasts are available. Don't forget to check out the last podcast right before this one, where I announced all the winners of the 25 prizes. So check and see if you're a winner. That's all for today. Until next time, live the good life and be wealthy and smart.
Thank you for listening to Be Wealthy and Smart with Linda P. Jones. Share the wealth and tell your family and friends about the show. Check out our website, blog, and social media for more riches at www.bewealthyandsmart.com.